Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Technical difficulties aside for the moment, I think we can get back to just another game, Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, where we have just started Chapter 6, In Search of the Ultimate Despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. This music is really loud. That is the mastermind's true identity. Not one person, many people. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now... Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Alright, so now can I click on the door? Rattle, rattle. It's locked, but... we have a way to open this door. Still gotta talk to her. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. And finally this music faded a bit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Deadly life. There is no daily life. We are going straight to deadly life. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh my god, we can see straight up Kyoko's skirt. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. I don't know if it's in the art book or wherever, but in the trivia on each character page on the Danganronpa wiki, thank you for the sub, Tech. For the Danganronpa wiki, of course they list each girl's underwear, and Hina wears white underwear, and her only complaint is the drawback that it's see-through when it gets wet. I don't know where that comes from, but it's on the wiki. But apparently Kyoko wears black underwear. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. Yeah. I have a feeling it probably came from, like, some art book or some trivia book that probably was a Japan release only. I don't know. If it's in the manga, I'd like to find out. If there's, like, trivia like that in the manga, because I've got all the manga, I just haven't read it all. I had no idea we were so far down. It's amazing I survived.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. If this was Tomb Raider, the ladder would break. 100 times. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
ever since I can remember. There is no planes in this game. It's my only real saving grace. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it this way. Yeah, those boots. And gloves, I would assume. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride? That thing I don't have? What an alien concept. What is pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. They're ninjas. They're ninjas! We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. God, I just can't understand the concept of pride. You know, speaking of shoes that would slip, I'm pretty sure Makoto's shoes would... They barely have any soles. They might like be those weird hexagon pattern shoes that really suck. That's what they kind of look like when you look at them. So that explains... Before I came here, I was looking up info on the school online, and I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of our family.
However...
Yeah, Converse style. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I like that emote. Pride paint. I'd like to get that one. That's true. Souls are probably worn from like chapter 4 when they ran up and down stairs. Kind of like the whole reason why I want like the pride emotes is because I'm an absolute sucker for rainbows. And they were all pretty cool looking. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. And I think they just started that event too. I think that they started that fairly late this month. It's going from like the 16th to the 17th if I remember right. July 17th. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far as to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, and he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So, he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there is a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because, unlike him, I take pride in the work that I do. I take pride in my family name. So, every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression or her underwear. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. Yeah. No, how exactly far did he fall to have this conversation? He should be dead.
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me his entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. I don't know. Pride might be her favorite word right now. I'm trying to remember what she said up to this point that she kept repeating.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. I'm saying one word too much. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. I expected him to say I was so shocked to hear her say something like that I slipped and fell and died. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. So because there is no daily life, and it's going to be a huge plot dump, there's going to be a lot of reading tonight. I'm going to be doing it as fast and as well as I can while still paying attention to chat, but I do kind of want to go ahead and see if we can get through the trial tonight too. So I'm going to be moving ahead as fast as I can. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back!
That's right.
Here's Makoto! Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble, unless they locked it back, in which case we're fucked. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed up against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. Oh yeah, here's gonna be great. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Thank God she didn't leave me down there to die. She probably didn't want to become ultimate mom too. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course. By the way, how's the music? It sounds really loud on my end. How's the balance when I'm doing voices like Kyoko's? I'm trying to be closer to the mic, but damn.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. The music's a bit loud for you. I did not change this. Alright, let me try to dial it down a bit. Here, let's try 18 for now. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera, where Monokuma already knows we're here. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
Because...
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, what does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
Let me know if I need to balance it further. If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It's normal for you. Whenever I do a female voice, it's I have to use a softer voice to try to make it more feminine, or at least that's the way I feel. So my girl voices tend to blend in if the music's too loud. That's why I'm particularly concerned about her. I mean, it's something that I can balance when I put these archives up onto YouTube, but right now I can't do any video processing, so I gotta rely on you guys to tell me if you can hear me or not. I might do just a little bit, not much, because I don't want to... Oh no, I can't actually... I can do it here. Oop, close that. I'm gonna bounce this just a hair. Not that much. Right about there. That should be fine. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Okay, good. I'll stop fussing over it then. Thank you.
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright. Leave the area. Bam. Let's go talk to Hiro. Hiro, are you awake?
Shall we go?
We need to go to the gym, to Monokuma. Aww. I want to just scare the shit out of him. The game never lets you do anything fun. Also, I wonder if I'm going to have an opportunity to shop. This part of the game is going to be mostly narrative driven. But it is officially nighttime. So we can't do anything. Are you gonna let me go into the store? Might as well check on here. You are? Okay, sweet, let's shop. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Alright, how many tokens do I have? 77. Should I try for all uniques, which are going to be really expensive? Actually, you know what? We will stay around 15%. How's that? Because if I go full unique, it's going to take half of them. Yeah, we'll go for 15% here. Actually, let's do this. 17%. Sunflower Seeds, first as a repeat. Fantastic. Ugh. We got something? I think that was also a repeat. If I get another repeat here. Actually, if I'm gonna do a full unique, it's gotta be now. 35 coins, let's do it. We got poop. Alright, since I'm only gonna get a repeat, we'll just draw this out. Cat and dog. Did you guys ever watch that cartoon Cat Dog? Cause I never did. Always looked really weird. We got wraps. And something else. We got the golden dildo. It always kind of reminded me of Cow and Chicken, and I never really liked that sort of humor. I mean, got a digital watch. Confessions of Mortal Confessions of a Doomed Soul. More poop. I didn't really care for Ren and Stimpy a whole lot. I was also like really young for Ren and Stimpy though. Got the swimsuit. We're never gonna get that fucking donut. Can't believe it's been that hard to get that damn donut. Got a t-shirt. Alright, probably your last coin. We got a whip. Ren and Stimpy's like one of those that like maybe I should go back and watch it as an adult, but when I was a kid it's like this is just gross humor. What the hell? Why is this so popular? Of course everybody loved it. Let's see. Sunflower Seeds. Scarab Brooch. War Charm. A G-Stick. Most people consider this a throwaway due to its poor quality. Still, it enjoys massive popularity due to its low price. I would love to have given that to Byakuya, just to see him freak the fuck out. 2 Jimmy Decay t-shirts. The hand bra, cause Hina's ungrateful. Rose whip. A whip made from real roses. Even the most beautiful rose has thorns. Moon rock. I'm guessing I know who this would go to. This would go to Hero. A rock taken from the Sea of Tranquility on the moon by the astronauts on Apollo 11. Its composition is apparently unusual for where it was found. God, we only have 63 out of 114. How much do you have to grind to get everything? God damn. Proof that you cleared Chapter 5. It was once abandoned on Dream Island. It feels strangely familiar. G-Shock, yeah. G-Shock is a great watch brand. Alright, let's leave the area. Yeah, I think it probably, honestly, would have gone to Celeste. Just gut reaction. That feels like a Celeste thing, since she wanted to dominate all those pretty boys in her own castle.
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. There might be. Are we really gonna be okay?
Pum.
I mean, I assume that there would have to be able to collect everything if you're gonna do it. You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry!
So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. You bitch. What?
However,
But before you do, just let me say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. Smugness! The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you'd never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed,
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
however,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that would come to our aid even after you'd killed it. Twice!
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
Listen to me.
This is not the first time. No, it is not. So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Kyoko? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Pew pew! Plot twists! Plot twist magnums.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
Pum pum!
Yeah, my controller came unplugged. Damn it, Day 47 me complaining about this cable and it's not changing it. Go in. Okay. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. I kind of feel tricked, actually. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. Aww.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed,
It's not you I'm trying to convince. It's the studio audience!
hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed,
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed them because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Fourth wall.
Hey,
There's so much that I want to talk about with this game, but I have to hold back because it's spoilers. It's heavy spoiler country. And I don't mean like for the game, I mean for the series overall. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. You smug bitch. Now, Monokuma gets the smug smile. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time you followed the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? Probably. They'll probably just execute me without another word. She's been lugging around these dead weights for 5 chapters now. She's like, for the love of God, leave the fucking nest. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Been a while since we had a bear pun. Barry.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Well, what you suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It might cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. In front of a studio audience, that's legally binding. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
then
myself!
that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out. I want to go back in the garbage dump and just wait to die.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mikuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mikuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mikuro... These bear puns. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What? I
listen.
don't know, I thought they were better actually. Are you telling the truth? Why do you have to go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? Why so serious?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Alright, I'm not doing that.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. I don't have enough air. What the shit? Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Yeah, now to go fuck with Hiro. Very important. You know, we're gonna go fuck with Hiro on the next episode, YouTube. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming out and watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and have a great day. Twitch, give me a second, and we'll continue.